I wanna know you.
One of the downsides of growing up overseas is that you don't really get to know your relatives. For 7 years, I had little to no contact with any of my aunts and uncles. I remember as a child feeling like I'd been denied my right to an extended family, and it made me feel very bitter. However, though my blood relatives were out of reach, I was blessed because there were a handful of adults who stepped forward to take their place. I took them for granted at the time, but looking back, I really do consider myself very lucky. One of the special people I had in my life was a man I'll call Uncle M. The kids in the neighborhood actually did call him Uncle, and it was definitely a title he deserved. Uncle M was from a hockey state, and he taught us all the wonders of street hockey, gladly lending us his sticks and puck to play whenever we'd like. The best games were when he'd come and play with us. Uncle M would always join the weaker team, but he'd never take it easy on us. We felt so lucky playing alongside him and so cool playing against him. He'd give us nicknames and shout-out encouragements like the ultimate hockey hype man. Playing with him taught me about rooting for the underdog and giving it all on every game. Uncle M would also host movie nights. All the missionary kids would troop over to his house, and we'd all sit around his TV with popcorn and ice water. In China, there's the cultural belief that cold water is bad for your health, so iced water was a delicacy for us foreigners. Uncle M was one of the few people we knew who'd actually been able to get his hands on some cold water, because he was the only one who actually took the initiative to fill up some water bottles and stick them in the freezer. His favorite movie to play was Pixar's Up. I didn't like the movie the first time I'd seen it, but after multiple movie nights, I was totally won over, and it remains one of my favorite films of all time. That said, I remember as a kid hiding underneath the chairs at the scary parts. Movie nights could only be an occasional treat, though, so Uncle M made the regular habit of taking my brother and I to the park along with his own 2 children. There were these 2 mini enclosed soccer fields. The 5 of us would race across the faux grass turf all night long. I looked forward to those soccer-filled summer nights, and even though I sucked at sports, I always had a blast kicking the ball around as the sun set over the river. But Uncle M wasn't just there for sports and movies, he was always there. He was there for church on Sunday and caroling for Christmas, and he was there to cook the Thanksgiving turkey. He was the one keeping an eye on us through his window as we played unsupervised at the playground, so that our parents never had to worry if we were okay. And he was there to say farewell as my family left for the airport. Uncle M really was my uncle, and I miss him so much. Or at least I missed him, and yeah, I still kind of do. Everyone thought I'd return to my family when I flew to America, but the truth was that I'd left them behind. I wish I would have thanked him for stepping up when he didn't have to, filling the space that wasn't his to fill. He didn't have to be my uncle. No one asked it of him. He didn't have to take time out of his life to be there for all those moments, big and small. But he was. I don't know why he did it, but he made it his mission to put a smile on our faces, and I'd say he succeeded. So, thank you, Uncle M. You really were the best uncle I could have asked for.
Well, we fell apart just in time. Ooh, you say at least it was worth a try. At least it was worth